Firefly.
Hello, friends, and welcome to Club Firefly, where we read, create, and you shine when you share your creations with the Club Firefly family. I'm Keisha, and today we are reading Faraway Friends, written and illustrated by Russ Cox. Oh, wow, look at this page. It's so beautiful. Look at these amazing drawings. I'm feeling like we might have to do a big kid bonus drawing one of these spacecrafts. I love it. Faraway Friends. My best friend moved far away, said Sheldon. I think he might be moving to Jupiter. Look, the moving truck says Jupiter Moving Company. And he's driving off with his friend. Jet, how will I see my friend again? Jupiter's so far away. Look, there's the truck continuing to drive on. I know what I'll do. I will fly to Jupiter. How's he gonna do that? Jet's thinking. Sheldon grabbed his crayons and paper. He started drawing ideas. All right, he's got a rocket ship. Look, another spacecraft. This one looks more like a UFO. That's some good thinking, Sheldon. Sheldon and Jet gathered stuff from around the house. Okay, they've got the grill, the trash can. Uh-oh, Jet's like, you're not taking my doghouse. Let's see. Think he's gonna take it? Yeah, he took the doghouse and some wood, and looks like he's got a telescope with a wagon full of equipment and supplies. The two future astronauts reported to mission control in the backyard. Piece by piece, their plan began to take shape. Glop went the glue, wham went the hammer, and they're starting to build it together. Ta-da! Our spaceship is ready for flight, said Sheldon. Jet was not so sure if the spaceship would stay together. I'm kind of with Jet. What do you all think? You think this is going to hold? You think this tape is going to hold it together? Time to put on our space gear. Slam, rip, tear. What is going on in there? Commander Sheldon A. Flyer reporting for duty. Look, he's got on his space boots and shirt, and looks like he's made his helmet out of a cardboard box. That's very creative, Sheldon. I like what you're doing there. Sheldon and Jet climbed aboard the spaceship. Friendship 1. That was the name of it. Friendship 1 to mission control. Let the countdown begin. Okay. 10, 9, 8. They're all buckled in. 7, 6, 5, 4. They've got the telescope and the baseball bat, or the baseball. 3, 2, 1. Blast off! In a spectacular plume of smoke, Sheldon and Jet roared into space. Look, they're going up from their house, out of the backyard, over the fence, and into outer space. Wow, look at that. Deep into space, they flew toward Jupiter. They jetted around satellites, zoomed by planets. A basketball. Oh, there's that baseball again. Sped through space storms. Zipped past other flying saucers. Look, there's an alien and a cat. And plop. Uh-oh. What was the plop for? What happened? Oh no. The spaceship fell apart. Now I'll never get to Jupiter to see my friend. But Jet sees something, huh? Woof! What do we think he's barking at? What is that by the fence? It is some green alien life form with a furry black blob. Uh-oh. Sheldon grabbed his telescope and looked. Jet's growling. Grrr. He looked and searched and scanned. Uh-oh. There's the black blob. And there's the green alien. And noticed the gate opening. Creak. Space Cadet Jet, we are under attack! It was a green alien creature racing at the speed of light towards them.
Hi, my name is Ruben, and this alien life form is called Nova. We come in peace.
Oh, phew. I was getting worried. They're coming in peace. Well, welcome to Earth. I am Commander Sheldon A. Flyer, and this is Space Cadet Jet. Look, they're shaking hands. Could this be a new friend? I'm having trouble with my spaceship, said Sheldon.
You can use a piece from my flying saucer to fix it,
said Ruben. Well, he is very friendly for an alien, Sheldon thought. Definitely a new friend. Look, welcome aboard, said Sheldon. Ready, Ruben?
Ready, Commander.
Mission control. We are prepared for liftoff. 10, 9, can you count with me? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whoa, check this out. They are all in the spaceship. They've got the cat. They've got Sheldon and Jet and Ruben. And they're all taking off, going into outer space to Jupiter and beyond. Whoa, what a fun adventure they went on. That's the end, friends. Look, another spread with these amazing drawings. And Sheldon and Jet got to make friends with Ruben and have an awesome, imaginative adventure into outer space. Have you all ever had a friend or someone that you love move far away? It can be so hard, and I'm glad that in our story, Sheldon was able to make a new friend with Ruben, and using their creativity, they had an awesome adventure. Well, now it's time for us to create. Okay, so one of my favorite things about this story was the way that Sheldon and Jet went around their house and their yard and collected all of these materials to make their spaceship with. We are going to do a similar thing, but we're not making a 3D construction. We're going to make a 2D one, and it's going to be a collage. Now, a collage is just a fancy way of saying I'm taking a lot of different papers or materials that I find and putting them together to make a picture. So are you all ready to make your rocket ship collage? Here's what you'll need. 2 sheets of paper, water, some paint brushes, paint, and I'm using temper paint for this project, glue, I have a glue stick and some tacky glue, scissors, a pencil, maybe some tape, and then a bunch of collage materials. I have a whole box of different kind of materials that you might need for this project. You can press pause now if you want to go grab your supplies. Do you all remember this page in the story where Sheldon and Jet roared off, blasted off into outer space, and now they're hanging out in the galaxy? This is our inspiration for today's project. We are going to create a spaceship out of a collage that we'll talk about more in a minute, and of course a galaxy background that our spaceship is zooming through. So we are going to start with the background. And for that, you're going to need some paint. I am using tempera paint today. You could use acrylic or you could use watercolor, whatever you have. And I want it to be a nice dark blue color. So I'm just going to use right on my paper. I've got some newspaper under, so because it's going to be probably a little bit messy, but I am just going to put some paint right on my paper. And then I want it to be nice and dark. So I'm going to add just a little black to it and then mix the two together right on my paper and spread it all out. So I'm using kind of a wider flat brush for this too. So this will give me a nice dark blue color. And the thing about tempera paints is that they dry a little bit lighter than they look when they're wet. So this looks almost black now, but when it dries, it's going to be a nice kind of dark, deep blue outer space color. So I'm just going to spread that all around my paper. And what else do we need for our galaxy? What else do we need in the sky? We've got our deep dark blue sky. And we're gonna need some stars, right? Some constellation or some stars out in the sky. So I've got some yellow and some white paint for that. And we're just gonna sprinkle some stars in the sky. Use a brush that is kind of short or small. I'm going to use this flat brush. It's the brush that's got kind of the most stiffness to the bristles. So I'm using this flat brush and we're just going to literally sprinkle some stars onto our background. And so I'm going to start with the white. I'm going to give that a shake. And I will dip into the lid just to get a little bit on the tip of my brush. And then I'm just going to sprinkle it on. And I'm kind of flicking the paint off of my brush and onto my paper. Doesn't that look like stars? I'm going to do a little bit more. Just dip into a little bit. So I've got it just on the tip of my brush. And then flick it with my fingers. Oh, this is going to be a beautiful galaxy. All right, and once you've done some with the white, if you want a little yellow, you can do that. I've just got some water here to rinse my brush off. And now I'll do a little bit with the yellow too. Just dip into the top of my yellow jar. So I've got a little bit on the tip of my brush and then flick it. Kind of the more paint you have on your brush, the bigger the stars will be. The less you have, the smaller they'll be. Nice. Now we've got this beautiful nighttime galaxy. That looks great. So this will need to dry. And while it's drying, we're going to work on our spaceship collage. And a collage is a mixture of materials. So when you collage something, you're using a lot of different materials to build something. So you all are going to need to gather up some materials from your house and find things that you think would make a good collage. Let me show you some of the things that I've got. I'm gonna move this painting out of the way so it can dry. All right, look. Here is my collage box. This is pretty crazy, I know. It's a lot of stuff. But when I looked at the picture, our inspiration page, I thought, what kind of things could I use to make a spaceship, a rocket ship? So as I looked at these pictures, I tried to think about materials that would work well for that. And so here's what I've got. I found some foil because I think that looks kind of like the metal of the rocket ship. Then I just got some random papers. I had some construction paper. And do you know what other paper is really good? Look, I was about to throw this out, but then I was like, oh, look at that nice blue and purple from the bubbly box. This is just some origami paper that I have, so I grabbed a bit of that. I found some beads that I thought, that might make a nice embellishment for my rocket ship. I found some toothpicks, an egg carton, and what else is in here? All right, so I've got toilet paper roll. This one is good because I'm gonna try to make like the little inside part of the rocket where they're sitting inside with this plastic water bottle. So if you got something like that, that can look sort of like a window, you might grab a water bottle. Here's some more wrappers. Here's my LaCroix wrapper too, from the box. I've got some popsicle sticks. And then of course I needed some tape and some glue to put everything together. So go around your house and see what you can find that you think will make a good collage of materials to kind of build a spaceship with. Okay, and when you've collected your materials, then meet me back here and we'll start to put our spaceship together. Welcome back. How did your search for materials go? You know what else I found, guys? I found a picture of myself. And I thought, you know what, that's gonna be cute to put inside of my spaceship. So if you have a picture of yourself laying around somewhere that you don't need for anything, that you can cut up and put in your spaceship, that will be awesome. But hopefully you found some cool materials to make your spaceship out of. We are going to start with just a blank piece of paper to first get a shape for the spaceship, and then after we've got that, then we will cut up and collage all of our materials into that spaceship shape. So I have a piece of paper that's smaller than my background, which is almost dry now, but I want to make sure that my spaceship is smaller. So start with your blank paper that's a little bit smaller than your painted background. And when I'm doing something like a spaceship that's going to be the same on both sides, I like to fold my paper in half, and that kind of is a nice kind of cheat way to make something symmetrical. Have you ever done that, where you've like folded your paper and then cut a heart or made a butterfly or something like that? So we're going to do that for our rocket ship too. And once you've got it folded in half, all right, your open side is here, and you're just going to sketch out your rocket shape, which is kind of like an oval up at the top, but then it gets smaller towards the bottom. So again, I'm using a sketchy line, which is like how I like to draw, until I'm confident about what I have so I can control the shape of it. And then I'm going to kind of come almost out to the edge of my paper there, and then start to curve my spaceship in and make it smaller towards the bottom. All right, and then I'll have kind of a line that goes across the bottom like that. So that is your general spaceship shape that you can cut out, sketch out on one side of the paper, and then we'll cut it on the fold, and we will have our spaceship. All right, so we'll cut that out. All right, let's see what we've got. Well, I think that looks like a good rocket ship shape. If you didn't want it to be as wide here, you could make it a little bit more narrow, but it's really up to you. Or if you want it to be more curved at the top or more square at the top, you could do that too. So however you want your spaceship to look, I think I want mine to have just like a little bit more of an edge here. So I'm gonna make it a little straighter right there on the edge. There we go. I like that better. Okay. So I've got my shape that I can now start to collage everything into. So you want to just grab all of your materials, and I've got mine in a box right here. And you'll start to add things on how you want to. So the way I'm going to do this is I'm just going to kind of build mine and show you how I'm using my different materials to collage onto my spaceship. And you go ahead and do it however you want to do yours. I am going to start with the foil because that's going to be my background. I'm going to cover my whole spaceship with the foil so it looks like it's got that metal look to it. So I'm just going to use my glue stick and put glue all over. And then I'll add on my pieces. I really liked this paper, which I think is like some crabs, but I think I'm just going to cut a little bit on the top of mine so I can have that shape. Here's the cool part. I have this water bottle and I'm just going to try to cut up the top of it. Now this could be kind of tricky, so you probably need a parent or an adult to help you with this step. To cut the water bottle, because the plastic could, cut you. But if you just kind of snip into it a little bit so that you have an opening there, then you can get your scissor in there and then cut it out. See, there's going to be my little window, and then I could put my face inside of it. What do you want to think of that? It's hard to see on the screen. All right, so I'm just going to keep working here, collaging things together until I'm happy with what I got. And you can just kind of lay things out first to see if you like it. I found this little part. Doesn't that look like the fire that's coming out of the spaceship? So I'm gonna work with this and turn it into some fire. All right, so I've got my main things, right? I created the little window that I'm inside of. Can you see it? And I got myself inside the rocket ship. And then just some kind of, use some other papers to make the tip of the spaceship and this part. And now I wanna get my background because I wanna see how it's going to fit on there. So, look at that. Look, I'm about to zoom into outer space, so you can decide how you kind of want it to sit on your background. I think I might angle mine a little bit that way, so I've got some more room for it before I start adding in things like fire, because I might need to make that a little shorter to fit. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue my rocket ship now onto my background. Can you all see how it dried nicely? It's that deep blue color with specks and stars sparkled in there. And I'm going to glue on my spaceship. And the other thing I want to add on that I noticed is, the little side parts that come out of the spaceship. I don't know what they're called. Little parts that stick out of the side that probably help it propel into space. And then there's like the little tip at the top. All right, I think my rocket ship is finished now. I have used, so many things. I used foil in this collage. I've used some beads. Can you see the little accent beads I put down here? I used some containers or some boxes from some sparkling water, some more foil. I used a plastic water bottle. And up here, I used a toothpick and then put some little foil balls on it for the kind of the tip of the rocket ship, and then just some paper that I had along with my painted background. So you all, this is a full-on collage. Here is my collaged rocket ship. I'm blasting off into space.
Wasn't that so fun, making a collage out of all those different materials? Hey, I would love to see what you all have created, and you can share your creations with me on our Facebook page at Club Firefly Kids. And remember to join the club by liking and subscribing to this channel. Until next time, keep reading, keep creating, and keep on shining.
Spread your wings, shine your light, Club Firefly.